you doing here?
Well, we're delivering the last of about 100,000 petitions from ordinary Americans telling the 9 Supreme Court justices that they oppose Obamacare, consider it to be unconstitutional, and want the justices to save our Constitution by striking the law down.
What organization do you represent?
The Committee for Justice. We're an organization that promotes the rule of law over judicial activism and promotes strict construction of the Constitution, that is, construction of the Constitution as the Founding Fathers intended it.
What do you expect from these hearings?
Well, I think we're certainly going to have a very interesting debate with 6 hours scheduled, that's for sure. There certainly are good arguments on both sides, but I think at the end of the day, the arguments are stronger that Obamacare is unconstitutional, because if it is upheld, it would truly mean that there are no limits on federal power, that the federal government can force the states to do anything, and most importantly, could force Americans to buy anything. And I just don't think the justices want to go that far. I don't think they want to say that all of the limits in the Constitution are now abolished and the federal government has unlimited power. So I think at the end of the day, they will strike down the individual mandate and at least some other portions of Obamacare.
What should be done about the millions of uninsured in this country?
Well, we definitely need, I think one thing that all Americans agree on is that we need health care reform. Unfortunately, Obama and Pelosi ran through something that had the support only of the liberal wing of the country and the Democratic Party. When we have to pick up the pieces that are left after this law is struck down, we may have a Democratic president and a Republican Congress. They'll be forced to work together to come up with a bipartisan solution that will be more free market oriented, less based on government coercing people. And I think at the end of the day, people will be insured without all of the disadvantages of this law, which is higher unemployment and putting insurance companies out of business. So I think in a sense we'll have the best of both worlds. Everyone will be insured, but we will not do it through government coercion.
Are you all right with the states having individual mandates?
Not sure what you mean by the states having individual mandates.
Massachusetts or another state, not the federal government.
If you're asking me what I personally think, then as a matter of policy, I don't believe in the individual mandate. But the constitutional issue here doesn't apply to Massachusetts or any individual state. It has to do with what the federal government can do. The Constitution was set up in a way that put limits on the federal government's power. Those limits don't apply to Massachusetts, whether I want them to or not.
Can you tell me